Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to those who just joined me today. In today's session, we are going to do a tutorial question which will involve the preparation of disclosure notes to show the movement of a machine, which is movement of PPE. And we are looking at question common test April 2019 from FAR320, which is being used in this question session here. Okay, so let's look at the question. You have the company Best Berhad that acquires. So the company acquires a machine for 1.5 million. So if you look at the information given, this is what is given. Machine was acquired for 1.5. So this is the date of acquisition, which is this one, and this is the initial cost, right? So we are going to prepare the notes, and if you look at the requirement, I have already edited it. You are going to prepare the notes for 3 years, 2017, 2018, and 2019. But that will just be one particular PPE, that is a machine. The estimated useful life of the machine, it was 10 years, so 10 years. This is the EUL, 10 years. And depreciation was calculated on monthly basis. So monthly basis means you will charge depreciation up to the date of disposal, if that is in the year of disposal, and in the year of acquisition it will be charged based on the month of ownership. And you are informed the company adopts revaluation model, so any revaluation surplus or gain must be taken into consideration. Then you have the information, another information, which is 1st of January 2017. My advice is it's best if you can put this into timeline because it involves several years. So 1st of January 2017, you have the revaluation being done, where you are informed that revaluation model is being adopted. Fair value of the machine was 1.4 million. So if you can see here, I've already transformed that information into my timeline diagram here. So this is my timeline diagram. So you should put it into timeline, so easy for you. And the remaining useful life is now down to 5 years. So the machine by 1st of January 2018, it has reduced in terms of its useful life, remaining useful life, to 5 years. And you will later inform that on 1st of April, the same machine was sold or disposed, and this is the disposal proceed 1425. And on 1st of April, this is the date of disposal. So you are asked to prepare a note, which is a PPE note, to show the movement of machine, and this is for 3 years. I've edited the question, so I have included extra years, which is 2018. So let's see. So what you need to do is first to construct the template for the movement of PPE. So you put that into 3 columns, where the 3 columns for the machine is the 3 years, and an extra column which is for the movement, showing the items. So this question does not involve impairment loss, so we just have cost or valuation, and also the accumulated depreciation, and lastly would be your carrying amount as at the end of each year. Okay, so what we will do now is to start. So bear in mind, if you can check my diagram here, the date of acquisition is here, which is 1st of January 2015. So this is the date of acquisition. So I put here DOA, right? So date of acquisition of what is the acquisition of the machine, right? So what you need to understand is that the machine still remain at cost, even though until 1st of January 2017, in the machine account it is at cost. So we'll show this at cost, so it would be 1.5 million. So the figure here, 1.5 million. Right, and then you have to calculate the accumulated depreciation for that particular year, which is 2017. However, you should take note that there was already some depreciation that had been calculated from 1st of January 2015 up until 1st of January 2017, which is depreciation in year 2016 and year 2017. So I have done the calculation here. Okay, so let me just reveal it. So it's here. So you take the cost and you calculate depreciation for that 2 years, 1.5 million divided by the useful life, 10 years times 2, because 2 years. So you have 300,000. And therefore, that 300,000 is the one that you will show here, which will be your depreciation to be shown at the beginning of the year. Since that is from 1st of January until 31st of December 2016, 1st of January 2015 for 2 years. So this would be the one here, 300,000. So you are done with that part. Now, what you need to do is to look at what happened in the same year. So if you can see here on 1st of January 2017 here, there was a revaluation. This revaluation happened at the beginning of the year, and you are informed that the fair value was 1.4 million. So your duty is to find out that fair value is 1.4 here, and you need to go and find out what is the carrying amount also on that date. You need to go and find how much. To find that, you need to go and find out the depreciation and remove that again from the carrying amount. So let's see what you have here. Sorry, let's just put it here. Okay, so you can see that carrying amount on 1st of January 2017 was 1.2 as a result of 1.5 minus 1.3. All right, and therefore the fair value was given in the question, which is 1.4 here. So you have 1.4, and the revaluation surplus was 200,000. So for the accumulated depreciation and the revaluation surplus, you need to go and remove them. Yeah, for the accumulated depreciation. So when you remove debit accumulated depreciation and credit machinery, why do you need to do that? Because now the asset is being restated at the fair value, so that one must be removed, right? It must be removed in the which is at 1st of January 2017. So that is the date. So you need to remove. So you have to remove. So debit accumulated depreciation and credit your machine, right? So you do that. You will also do the same here. Okay, so you have 300,000 being removed, and starting from 1st of January 2018, now we that will come to the second year, right? Second year is 1st of January 2018, but on 1st of January 2017 onwards, when you calculate your depreciation, right, that will no longer be on cost. It will be on the fair value. So this one is you're going to first do the removal. Now you're going to record the surplus, right? First you do the removal of the depreciation, elimination. Now you record the surplus also on 1st of January 2017, right? So that will be recorded, and that will be included here, the surplus. So the surplus is 200,000. So it will not be shown here the other effect of revaluation reserve, because that is an equity. This one is just the movement of PPE, but the impact is here. Next would be for you to calculate the depreciation for that particular year. For that particular year means 1st of January 2017 until 31st of December 2017. So bear in mind, starting from 1st of January 2017, your carrying amount is at fair value of 1.4, that is the revalued amount. So the accumulated depreciation for that year, if you can see, it is 1.4 million, the fair value given, divided by the remaining useful life now is 8 years, because you have already depreciated the asset for 2 years. So here at this point, the RUL is 8 years. Okay, never mind. The RUL here is 8 years. Next, let me just check why. Okay. Right. Now we will be doing that here. The 300,000 has been included. Revaluation has been included. You can now total up your revaluation, your total amount for the first year. For the first year, so let's just do that. Some calculation here. So let's continue and calculate the carrying amount here. The carrying amount here would be the sum of this. So you will have 1.4 million. And in this year, the depreciation we have just calculated here. So the journal entry would be the same, which is debit depreciation, credit accumulated depreciation machinery 175. So this 175 will be shown here. So I will just take this from here, 175. And now your balance at the end of the year, there is no disposal in this year, none. So I just put there nil. You can just leave it as it is. And here it would be, you just have to sum it up, right? You have 175. So this one, the carrying amount for the first year would be 1.4 minus the accumulated depreciation 175. So it is 1225. And this 1225 is your carrying amount. So in the second year, you would see that for the cost, it is actually the figure here, 1.4 million. It is no longer at cost, it is restated at fair value. So we'll now look at what happened in the second year. So in the second year, you are informed as at 1st January 2018 here, the useful life was revised. So revised to 8 years. Here it was 8. Here it was 5 years. So it was revised to 5 years. So therefore, you also need to recalculate your depreciation, because this is changes in accounting estimates. So there is a change in the useful life and changes in remaining useful life. So for the second year, what you will do is you're going to calculate the depreciation, right? That is the only thing that took place in that year. So when you calculate the depreciation, this is the calculation that I've done for you. You will take the carrying amount 1225, which is this carrying amount, 1225, and the carrying amount, and divided by remaining useful life now has been revised to 5 years times 1, so you have 245. So for the second year, the depreciation would be 245. Yeah, and bear in mind the one that you have calculated earlier, the depreciation beginning balance, accumulated depreciation, is the one here, 175. So the one at the end of last year will be the one at the beginning of this year. So you are done. You can now total up the depreciation, accumulated depreciation, total up. That was 420, and here it is nothing else except for that, so 1.4. And here you will get the carrying amount for that year, which is 1.4 minus 420. So you have 980 at the end of 31st of December 2018. The day that no other thing happened except for the revaluation, where the revalued amount, no revaluation has taken place. It was that the remaining useful life was reduced to 5 years. And then here we come to the last year, which is the day where the asset was being disposed. So here on this date, the carrying amount is the one that you have here, 1.4. Right? Don't get confused. Here is the accumulated depreciation at the beginning of the year, 420,000. So just make sure that you take the correct figure. The next one is you dispose the asset. Look at the date when you dispose the asset. It was 1st of April. So when you dispose the asset on 1st of April, so that was just some information on how to do the journal here. So 1st of April, so you would see that you still need to calculate the depreciation, right, up to the date of disposal. So remember the carrying amount was 980. You need to calculate depreciation up to the date of disposal. The reason is because monthly basis. Because of monthly basis, so you divide by 4 times 3 over 12, because that was from 1st of January 19 until 1st of April 19, 3 months. So that depreciation must be calculated. So if you do that, you get 61,250. So that must be calculated first. So therefore that would be recorded here. Next is for you to go and dispose the asset. So when you dispose the asset, what you need to do is you need to go and also eliminate the accumulated depreciation. Let me just create one column here. Okay, I'm going to remove it here. Okay, that's better. So now you need to go and remove the accumulated depreciation due to the disposal. So just bear in mind that I'm just trying to make the border better. Okay, another one here, another one here, and the last one. Okay, right, good. Now for you to look at the disposal. So the carrying amount before the date of disposal would be 918,750. So what you need to do is the carrying amount on 1st of April 2019. So since there is a disposal before that, you need to record the depreciation that you have charged before the disposal, 61,250. And on the date of disposal now, you can see that the total depreciation is now 420 plus 61,250. So that must be removed, and the journal entry would be on the date of disposal, debit accumulated depreciation, where this one is actually taking 420 plus your 61,250. Okay, you have that 481,250. So that must be removed, and you are informed that the proceed was 1425. So 1425 here, and the machine that was disposed, the amount that is at the machine account was 1.4 million. So that also must be eliminated or being removed, right? So you eliminate also the cost, you eliminate the accumulated depreciation, and that will give you the gain on disposal of 506,250. So what we need to record is this, the one here. Okay, that is what you need to record, the one that I have highlighted. So for the one that you need to record to the asset account is this for the disposal. So equal this 1.4 here, right? And now it leaves this to be 0. there is no more balance since you go and dispose everything, so 0. And here the accumulated depreciation that you remove was the total here, these two total. So this is 481,250, and you must remove them, so that must be deducted, or you can put a bracket there. And now you have zero balance for the accumulated depreciation and also for the cost or the valuation of the machine. And at the end of the year, here is also the same, which is also 0 here. Okay, done with that. I thank you for watching, and be prepared for whatever assessment that you will be having. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum, and have a pleasant day ahead. I'll see you when I will see you.